Good morning, bonjour, from the Celtic Druid. Reveille, mes amis. This morning, I'm going to be reading from a book titled The Founding Myth, Why Christian Nationalism is Un-American, by Andrew L. Seidel. We're going to go to chapter 13, entitled Which Ten? It's about the Ten Commandments. I'll read a couple of short excerpts. All pay heed to the Lord Jehovah has given unto you these 15. Drops one of the 3 stone tablets. Oi. 10 commandments for all to obey. L. Brooks, as Moses in History of the World, Part 1, 1981. And another excerpt. Some Christian lawyers, some eminent and stupid judges have said and still say that the 10 Commandments are the foundation of all law. Nothing could be more absurd. All that man has accomplished for the benefit of man since the close of the Dark Ages has been done in spite of the Old Testament. Robert G. Ingersoll, About the Holy Bible, a lecture, 1894. Now, chapter 13. Before reading any further, go get a Bible and open it to the 10 Commandments. Go on, I'll wait. This is not such a simple task. The 10 Commandments, also known as the Decalogue, supposedly the most moral law known to humanity and supposedly authored by the biblical God himself, are not easy to find. They're not at the beginning of the Bible. God didn't give the rules to Eve and Adam, even after their fall. Nor did he give them to Noah, after exterminating all human and animal life, save Noah's crew. And Noah needed a bit of moral guidance. Noah's son Ham accidentally walks in on him, drunk, naked, and passed out. Refusing to take responsibility for his frat boy behavior, Noah curses an innocent child, Canaan, Ham's son and Noah's own grandson, to a life of slavery for Ham's crime of seeing him naked. This was the only man the Jewish God thought moral enough to save from the worldwide flood. Yahweh did not see fit to give out laws, his moral laws. A Christian nationalists are to be believed until further along the biblical storyline. The first set, therefore, doesn't appear until halfway through the second book of the Bible, Exodus. H.L. McKinnon reportedly once quipped, "Say what you will about the 10 Commandments. You must always come back to the pleasant fact that there are only 10 of them. If this wit does indeed belong to Mencken, sorry, mispronunciation, so does the error. There are not 10 commandments, but 4 different sets of 10 commandments. See comparison tables of 4 sets on pages 164 through 65. The first set was given to Moses on Mount Sinai in chapter 20 of Exodus, and later written in the stone tablets. These are the 10 that Heston, DeMille, and company made famous. This set is probably what most people think of as the 10. According to the story, after 3 months wandering in the desert wilderness with little to eat or drink other than manna from heaven and water that they could squeeze from rocks, the vagabonds make camp at the base of Mount Sinai. Exhausted, starving, and dehydrated, Moses climbs to the top of the 7,500-foot tall mountain and hears the voice he attributes to God. Is it any wonder, 3 months of marching under the hot desert sun and then scaling a mountain, it'd almost be odd if he hadn't been hearing disembodied voices. Moses descended the mount to present his people with their God's perfect law, only to find them worshiping a golden calf, an idol. Moses was so furious that his followers would break one of the commandments, a commandment on which they had not yet been instructed, that he smashed the stone tablets. The only physical evidence that a divine being had visited this world was in his hands. The most priceless object in all history, and possibly proved that God exists. Yet the religious leader destroyed it before any of his followers got a chance to examine or even read it. This is suspicious, reckless, and a convenient dodge. Joseph Smith used a similar ploy when dictating the Book of Mormon. Smith claimed he discovered 2 golden plates etched with reformed Egyptian hieroglyphs. An angel led him to the plate, but also decreed that Smith could not show the plates to anyone. He translated the story on the plates using a hat and a magic singing stone. Smith returned the plates to the angel after his translation was complete. All the priceless physical evidence of divine existence was destroyed or returned to the divine plane. Moses' destructive temper tantrum in Exodus 32:19 is even more suspect if one reads 32:7-8, in which Yahweh tells Moses to go back down the mountain because his people have acted perversely and cast for themselves an image of a calf. Moses knew beforehand that they were worshiping an idol, and still he destroyed the tablets. Not content with simply destroying God's word, Moses ordered the slaughter of 3,000 of his brothers, friends, and neighbors for worshiping an idol. Moses commanded the priesthood clan, the Levites, to put your swords on your side, each of you. Go back and forth from gate to gate throughout the camp, and each of you kill your brother, your friend, and your neighbor. They succeeded. The sons of Levi did as Moses commanded, and about 3,000 of the people fell on that day. The synonymous language Moses used in pronouncing the death sentence, your brother, your friend, and your neighbor, and the language the Exodus author uses to describe those killed, 3,000 of the people fell on that day, is an instructive for interpreting the commandments, as we shall see. And we will continue this later from the Celtic Druid. And as you already see from the last little bit I read from Exodus chapter 32, one of the commandments is thou shalt not kill, but apparently if you're a religious fanatic, it's only okay to kill if God tells you to do so. Because apparently it says thou shalt kill, but then Moses just tells, get your sword, go kill a bunch of your freaking relatives. Perfectly alright in God's eyes, right? So, start thinking for yourselves. Try to erase this freaking rash of Christianity that's going to try to take away our freedoms in this country and force us all to believe in their idiotic Middle Eastern religion. Celtic Druid is out. Till next time.